Yes, guys, you know what time it is. It's your boy David at the Irish Hotspur, Ireland's #1 Spurs fan, bringing you a review of Wycombe Whingers 1, Tottenham Hotspur 4. And today I will be joined by Charlie. He just had to take a quick phone call. But look, if you like the content, make sure if you're enjoying the content, make sure you subscribe and make sure you hit that like button. And if you're tuning in, make sure you also hit that subscribe button. We're on the big push for 1K. Look, we're going to get straight into it. For me, look, the first half wasn't good enough. It really just wasn't good enough. I thought we were very poor. I thought we lacked energy, and I thought we lacked a lot of creativity. To be honest with you, and for me, it's kind of a point where, look, these players, for me, it's their fault that they're out there. It's their fault that they're out there. No one else's, to be honest. They haven't been good enough to get into the first 11 at all. So for me, there's no reason why we should have seen that poor attitude in the first half. Do you know what I mean? It just wasn't good enough. I thought Sanchez and Alvarado were absolutely awful in the first half. They just let their striker bully them, really, to be honest. For me, I thought Lucas was very poor as well. I thought he played a lot of heavy touches. Um, Gareth Bale was probably our best player in the first half. And look, I know a lot of people think Harry Winks had a good game, and I agree, he did have a good game. For me, he was probably my man of the match. But look, the first half was poor. He pulled out of a couple of challenges, and it's not good enough. And it's clear to see why Mourinho had to bring Højbjerg on, to be honest. Because we weren't winning enough ball in the middle. We just were not winning enough ball in the middle whatsoever. We were getting overrun too easy, and a lot of their chances were coming down Ben Davies' side, which just it really wasn't good enough. Then moving into the substitutions that Mourinho made. Look, I thought Mourinho made the right substitution, bringing on Højbjerg at half time, but for the wrong person. For me, I actually thought Tanganga was having a good game. I thought he was bombing up down that right-hand side, trying to overlap Gareth Bale. And it's very hard for him to receive the ball when he's overlapping Gareth Bale, because Gareth Bale's a left-footed player playing on the right, and he likes to cut inside. Do you know what I mean? So when he's cutting inside and he's on his left foot, he already has his mind made up that so he won't be switching back playing Tanganga around on the outside. But look, he made the substitute. I actually thought Sanchez should have came off and pushed Tanganga into the middle, and then brought Højbjerg on and played Sissoko right back like he did. And look, at the end of the day, we ended up winning 4-1. You have to say that Jose Mourinho got his substitution right. But as well, for me, I did tell you that we were going to score 4 against the Wycombe Whingers. It was that easy. Just get into a couple of people we have here in the live chat. We have John. Big up, John. How you keeping, man? He says, I thought Bale had a good game. Yeah, I thought Bale had a very good game. I thought he was our best player in the first half. And in the second, look, he got the goal as well. So big up Gareth Bale, and he's looking back to his best. Look, I know it's only Wycombe, but one thing I will say is that Gareth looked eager last night to try and perform and impress. I think that video that was leaked about him saying to a player, you can either play football here or go back to Madrid. I definitely think that was aimed at Gareth Bale about pulling his weight, to be honest with you. But yeah, all around, I thought Gareth Bale had a decent game. We have Viper. I thought you went on Matt Hayes live, or was that pre-recorded? Yeah, no, look, that was pre-recorded last night at about 10:30. We're as dedicated as always to bring you content, so it doesn't matter what time of the day, we'll get it recorded and get it out. But yeah, look, make sure you get over to Matty Hayes' channel, and make sure you have a look at that Liverpool preview with Keith from LFC Day Trippers and Matty and myself. Very good preview. To be honest, it's probably one of the best I've done. Great tactical insight to the game as well. So you don't want to miss it. So, of course, when you finish watching me, make sure you get over to Matty Hayes. And as well, at 6 o'clock today, I will be dropping Matty Hayes' Tell Me Your Tottenham story. It's a very good one. And you sure don't want to miss that. It's the latest in my new series, Tell Me Your Tottenham story. And like I said, it's brilliant. You definitely don't want to miss that. So make sure you tune in at 6 o'clock for that. We have Caleb. Big up, Caleb. Mark my words, David. Tanguy will play in the Euros for France. Sanchez needs to go ASAP. Look, Ndombele, he definitely has a chance of getting into the France squad for the Euros. For me, look, there's no real French midfielder out there that's playing better than him. Look, you have Pogba, but for me, I actually think Ndombele is better than Pogba, to be honest with you. And you have that young lad at Rennes, I think it is, Edouard Camavinga. He's a very good player. I honestly think he will travel to the Euros. But I do think Ndombele will too, to be honest with you. All he has to do is just keep his good run of form going and keep smashing it, to be honest. And then we also have Hamza Abdi. Winks was good. Yeah, look, Winks was good. On Harry Winks, look, I thought he had a very good game. All I was saying is the couple of challenges he pulled out in the first half. Again, we've seen that against Fulham where he made 2 ground duels. It's not good enough. But look, credit where credit's due to the lad. You know, he had a very good game in the second half. He looked a lot more assured when Højbjerg came on beside him. And he was trying things. And look, he got his reward. He got his goal. Look, the goalie was suspect for the goal. Let's be honest. Like, let's not shame around about it. But at the end of the day, I agree. Winks had a good game. And for me, my man of the match as well. But one thing I will say, lads, is a good game against Stoke and a good game against Wycombe is not good enough to be kept around the football club, in my opinion, to be honest with you, especially if we have aspirations of winning things. Like the guy's 24 now. I'm sure he'd want to start cementing down a first team place very, very soon. And to be honest with you, it just doesn't look like it's going to happen. He doesn't have the guile or the passion to go and win a ball, to be honest with you. He pulls out of a lot of challenges. But look, one thing I will say is he had a very good game yesterday, and hopefully he can build on that from now on. That would be fantastic. We had Viper. Yeah, I've already answered that. We also have don't know why he took Vinny off. Yeah, look, for me, the reason why he took Vinny Goal off is because, look, at the end of the day, the chap just wasn't in the game at all, really. Like when we were building up in the second half chances, there was this no like sharpshooter in the box. And for me, bringing on Harry Kane, he had a few chances. But even for Winks' goal, like Harry Kane, the keeper saved his shot. He could have let it go out for a corner. He didn't. He seized the opportunity and he played it back across the box. They ended up clearing it just as far as Harry Winks, and then Harry Winks took his goal very well, to be honest with you. And there's a good bit of sharp thinking by Harry Winks. But look, I do think Vinicius deserved to come off. For me, look, Vinicius is I'm not going to get on his back because, look, to be honest with you, lads, everyone was poor in the first half. I don't think you can just get on Vinicius' back at all whatsoever. And look, it was a bad day at the office for him. But look, any other time he's played, he scored. So look, I'm not going to get on his back. I actually thought he had I thought he had a poor game, but he's been good overall this season. So let's not get on Vinicius' back. We have Carlos Diablo. Big up, Dave. Big up you, Carlos. Thanks very much for tuning in and watching. And anyone that's new here that hasn't smashed the subscribe, make sure you smash that subscribe button. We're on the big push for 1K. We're the fastest Spurs channel growing on YouTube. So make sure you keep it up. We have Dexter Kane. I think Roden might play versus Liverpool. Yeah, this is another thing I wanted to touch on. Look, for me, if you're looking at the team selection last night, I think the Liverpool team pretty much picks itself. I think you might see Roden and Dyer play together, to be honest. I don't think Alderweireld done his chances any good yesterday trying to put his hat in the ring for the Liverpool game. I'm not sure quite what's going on there with Alderweireld, but if yesterday's performance is to go by, he's not really at the level right now. And you can see why Jose has kind of took him out of the team and he sacrificed Alderweireld, whether you like it or not. It's probably for the benefit of the team because he got bullied yesterday along with Sanchez and it's not good enough. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see Roden play Dietrich. I really wouldn't. We have Charlie. Charlie's coming on here now, lads.
Come on,
big up, Charlie. How are you keeping, Charlie?
Yeah, I'm good, David. Thanks for having me on. Sorry for that delay. I just had to sort something out quickly. But yeah, thanks for having me on your channel, as always. And yeah, good result yesterday, as we know, against Wycombe. Through to the next round, and yeah, job done in the end. So yeah, look, as always, subscribe to the Irish Yid, join the Harris Army out there, so you won't regret it, trust me. So yeah, thanks for having me on, David.
No problem, Charlie. It's a pleasure. Look, I was just talking about the first half. I was talking about a couple of things. The first half. Well, Charlie, the first half really wasn't good enough, was it?
No, it wasn't in terms of we were wasteful. I thought we actually created quite a few chances in that first half. It's just we were wasteful. We were so wasteful. I mean, Bale, who I'm sure we're going to talk about more in a minute, he actually had a good game. he got his goal, which we know at the end of the first half. But just before that, he was wasteful. He had the chance from the corner. He had the chance from just outside the box. And then we go and concede. Like, how we concede, I will never know. Because we were all like, I thought we actually started the game well. I thought we actually started well. But it's just, again, not good enough defending. It's as simple as that. Yeah. And it's Sanchez. I think Toby and Sanchez, both of them were getting bullied that entire game by that Wycombe striker. It wasn't Akinfenwa, it was a different one. They were getting absolutely bullied by that Wycombe striker. And I think Toby got out-muscled way too easily. And I think Sanchez put in a very, very weak clearance attempt. So, look, it was just a shambles defensively for that first goal. But come sort of towards the end, we hit the bar twice. And you're just thinking, oh, God, it's going to be one of them days. And then Gareth Bale pops up with the goal that he should have got. Yeah. He definitely deserved that goal with the runs and chances he was trying to create. And he gets the goal and we make it 1-1. And I'm thinking, now hopefully we mean business in the second half. But look, that's my thoughts on the first half. Thought wasteful, but I thought we deserved to get at least a goal in that first half.
To be honest with you, I actually thought they deserved to go 1-0 up. I thought I was surprised by how much they committed men forward and came at us. But just goes to show that teams know they put pressure on Tottenham. Tottenham will cave and concede a goal. Like if Wycombe are doing it, you know what I mean, in the Championship, and they know it's not good signs for us. I just want to get onto Wolf Mowler's comment there. You've changed your name, Wolfie. Look, for me. There was a lot of crybabies about the word "yid," so I had to change it. I understand all the hysteria around it, but for me, I used it as a term of endearment with all my other fellow Spurs fans. Do you know what I mean? I used to go to the lane with my dad as a kid, and we all used to stand there chanting "Yid Army" and everything else. But look, there was a lot of people that were upset by the use of the word "yid," so I changed it. I accept it, but at the same time, it's kind of cancel culture gone a bit crazy, do you know what I mean? But look, it is what it is. But Charlie, moving on to then half-time, the substitutions. He took off Tanganga for Højbjerg. I actually thought bringing on Højbjerg was a masterstroke because, look, Winks and Sissoko were just getting overrun in the middle. They couldn't get a hold of the ball in there. So it was a masterstroke bringing on Højbjerg and putting Sissoko right back. But for me, I actually thought it was very harsh to take off Tanganga. I actually thought he should have been pushed into the middle and he should have took off that clown Sanchez. I'm not messing, Charlie. At one stage there, I think the ball bounced on his head like 4 times before he even knew where it was. And that's your centre back. That's your centre back. That, you know what I mean? We criticised David Luiz, Bobo, the clown over there, not London for that shit. And then we have our own version here with Sanchez.
Let's be honest.
Do you think Tanganga was hard done by?
I think he was, in terms of that. He was. Don't forget, he was playing at right back, so it sort of made more sense to take him off. But because, like, for example, if you take off Sanchez and bring on Højbjerg, who goes at right back, for example? You know what I mean? So it was a difficult one. I can see why he did it. I was a bit confused at the time. I thought he was going to take off Sissoko just to sort of share the game time because we got Liverpool coming up. But look, on Sanchez, I don't want to dwell on it too long because it was a good win. It was a really, really good win in the end. I don't want to dwell on it for too long. But what I will say is that I've been saying it for ages, and unfortunately, I was proved right again yesterday that he's simply not good enough for this club. Not good enough whatsoever. Yeah. And he's got to go. He has to go. It's as simple as that. Yeah. I'm turning into Claude here. Time to go. It's as simple as that.
I actually heard rumours that Ajax were looking for Sanchez back and Tottenham turned it down. No, I don't understand why. I don't understand why. What the only
logic I see in us turning it down is because it's in January and we might not be able to get a replacement.
Yeah. Look, I get that. But for me, what you do is you ask Ajax for 25 million and you go and trigger the release clause for Milinkovic. Yeah. And then that way, Fiorentina can't do nothing about it. Milinkovic is our player. That's personally what I would have done. But look, that's shrewd business. Tottenham aren't into shrewd business. You know, we're like the Poundland version in the transfer market. We always go for the cheapest option. We try and get a bargain, and it's not good enough. And
also, why have we left all this Delhi stuff late? Because now Fabrizio Romano is saying we're in advanced talks. Well, why have we left it so late? Obviously, there's still a chance he'll stay, which hopefully he does. But I'm saying that if you're going to let him go, also it's on loan. I said in my transfer video that a loan doesn't make sense for him. But even so, why have we left it so late? You know what I mean? Yeah. It makes zero sense to me.
Makes zero sense. zero sense at all. And to be honest with you, I wouldn't be loaning him. If you're going to let Dele go, let him go for cash. We need cash to reinvest.
Yeah,
it's not good enough. I fully agree with you. Look, we have Jimmy here in the comments. He's a big donor to Matty Hayes on the watch alongs with his super chats. Jiminy, how are you keeping, man? He says, hey, Mr. Irish. Yeah, I'm all good. How are you keeping, Jiminy? I hope you're having a good day. I hope you enjoyed the victory yesterday. We're going to move on to F-Dog AM. Brother, I appreciate your opinion on Winks, but the weakest links in our team are Davies and Dyer. We won't win anything with them. Look, do you know what I mean? If you're saying we're not going to win anything with Davies and Dyers, I can tell you now, we're definitely not going to win anything with Winks in the midfield. He's pulling out challenges. Look, against Fulham, he put in 2 ground duels. Not good enough. Last night in the first half, I counted twice he pulled out tackles. Not good enough. So, look, I can understand your passionate defensive Winks. I get it. But, lads, a game against Stoke and a game against Wycombe does not make a player good enough and eligible enough to be in the Tottenham first team. It's as simple as that. Also, I agree, he had a good game, and I praise him for yesterday's game. But lads, it's 2 games, Stoke and Wycombe. It's not good enough. What do you think, Charlie?
Yeah, I just want to get onto the second half because I want to speak on a more positive note because obviously we won 4-1. I just want to say as well, that second half, look, we were so dominant. We had to score. If that went to extra time, I'd be seriously worried because that would have been so annoying because we got Liverpool on Thursday. But look, Winks, he pops up with a worldy goal. Look, I've given him criticism and rightly so, but fair play to him for that performance and goal. It got the goal that set us on to score more. And it was a great goal from him. Sort of placed it around the keeper and stuff from far out. And it was a good goal. And it was a good performance from him, Winks. And as well, the other 2 goals, Tongi Ndombele, I could talk all day about him. He is a genius. He really is absolutely brilliant. Gets 2 goals off the bench. One of them, the first one, quite simple. The second one was he just dribbled. You see that footwork? He just double-footed it round the Wycombe player and he just slots it in. Honestly, he is absolutely phenomenal. He is a genius. And he's a player that I just look forward to every time that Tottenham play. So, my thoughts on the second half, we were dominant. We had to score sooner or later because we just couldn't afford to have that go to extra time. We brought on the big guns. And look, to be fair, it's probably a good thing that they got a run out considering we hadn't played for however many days now. So I guess it was a good thing for them to get a run out. It sealed us the game, luckily, 4-1 in the end. And pretty good second half. We were just dominant. We had to score. And we did. We got 4 goals in the end. So, good stuff there in that second half. And, good win. And we face Everton in the next round. Tough one, though.
Yeah, 100%. Look, I'll just take Arthur's comment here before I give my opinion on the second half. Hi, David. I've not been in touch as my mum has... my mum, that's 92, has COVID and so good. So football comes second, but I will be back soon as I miss not talking to you. Look, Arthur, what I want to say is from myself and definitely Charlie and everyone involved on Matty Hayes' channel as well. I know you're a member over there. We spoke to you a few times before the games. I just want to wish her well from everyone. Hopefully she pulls through, Arthur. And look, you know what I mean? Give her all the support she needs. Make sure you're there for her. Do everything she needs you to do. And come back fighting fitter and better than ever. And I hope to see you soon, Arthur. But look, send her on our best wishes.
100%.
But look, Charlie, the second half for me, I did say in the preview, first of all, that we were going to score 4 goals. That happened. And I did say we need to bring the likes of Kane and players like that on the bench just in case it turned out the way it did. That happened. So thank God Mourinho had the nous to kind of foresee that could happen and that he brought the likes of Kane and Ndombele on. But for me, the biggest game changer, look, I know Højbjerg done well when he came on. He kind of changed the game a little. But the biggest game changer was Ndombele. You just can't compete with this guy. He's so not only is he so strong,
he's a genius.
He's so elegant on the ball. Like that ball that came over his shoulder that he just took down and done a couple of step overs. Unbelievable. If Zidane done that back in the day, people would be all over it. You know what I mean? And then look, his first goal, he was a shark in the box. He took it well. Charlie, that second goal was a thing of beauty. It gave me a hard on, actually. It was an absolute beautiful goal. Absolute beautiful goal. Look, honestly, if Ronaldo or Messi done that, they'd be going absolutely crazy for it.
Imagine if Pogba did that. They'd be wetting themselves. Everyone, you know what I mean?
Yeah, oh my God. 100%, lad, 100%. And we have the Rebler here. All the people complaining about Toby not being in the lineup, we can see why. Josie knows his lineup best.
The thing is, what I will say to that is, yeah, maybe, but he's still better than Sanchez. You know what I mean? He's still better than Sanchez, and even Dyer. To be fair, he's still better than both of them. He's still like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, he is. He's better than Sanchez. He's better than Dyer. But one thing I will say is that look, he's not at the level we all expect him to be at, Charlie. There's no hiding that.
The thing is, we've known for a while now that Toby is getting on, and I think that's one of the reasons why we do need to get a centre back in, or two, as Jack here says. And I think, but at the end of the day, his footballing IQ and brain is a million times better than the likes of Sanchez and Dyer. That's how I see it. He's 100%. His footballing IQ is so much, but it's really good. It's honestly up there. Toby's brain when it comes to football is honestly up there with the best. He's that intelligent when it comes to defending and football. Like his passing, as we know, the Toby pings. When Dyer attempts it, it just goes out of play. So, but when you've got Toby doing it, you know there's a good chance it's going to find a man. And I think, look, yes, Toby is aging. If his legs are going, then as Jack says, potentially you could need two centre-backs. But I think he's still better than Dyer. I still think he's our best defender. I still think he's better than Sanchez. That's the thing. Like, that's how I see it.
I do, but whatever's happened over the Christmas period, he kind of has dropped off on his form a little. And look, but what I will say is he's definitely better than that Sanchez guy. Like, that guy just, I don't know, I'd send him to train with the under-8s or something because he really annoys me. Look, Dyer... Look, everyone has to understand that Dyer, until Mourinho knows he has money to spend, with Alderweireld's legs, they're going to give up on him after the season. He's not going to be at the level next season to be in his first starting 11. So he has to use Dyer this year to as his main centre back, whether people like it or not. Whether people like it or not, that's what he's doing, and he has to do it because, look, I agree with Jack here. We are going to have to sign Toby's replacement in the summer. It's as simple as that. And I hope Joe Lewis pulls his finger out and does it.
I think Rodon. I saw a few comments about it. Do you think Rodon plays against Liverpool because he was left out yesterday? He was on the bench.
Yeah, I think I actually saying that, Charlie.
If yesterday's he's going to play, against Liverpool.
Yeah, so do I. Look, if yesterday's team was anything to go by, I think it tells you who plays. I think he
goes for Rodon and Dyer. Rodon and
Dyer. Left back. I think you see Rodon and Dyer at centre back. And probably Aurier at right back.
Yeah, Aurier.
I'd be very surprised if Winks plays against Liverpool. To be honest,
no, there's no chance.
But one thing I do want to say, actually, it was good for the likes of Kane, Baller, and that to get on because it kind of takes they haven't had a game in
we haven't played for ages, so it gives them a run out.
It kind of takes the rustiness out of them, and now I'm hoping they'll be sharp going into the Liverpool game. Which is exactly what we want. I'll just take Mr. K's comment here. Hi, David and Charlie. I thought for a minute that you were live on Match Channel. No, look, the thing on Match Channel, the Liverpool review, that was actually recorded last night at 10:30, and it was put out today. Look, it doesn't matter what time of the day is. Matty Hayes is dedicated to giving you content, so make sure you get over there and show him love on that. It was a great preview as well. But back to the game. Look, Charlie, second half, we were a lot better. It's a lot more what we thought we'd see. But what do you think on some of the players' attitude there yesterday? For me, I actually think it's their own fault they're out there playing, especially players that started. It's their own fault that they're out there playing against Wycombe. There's no point coming out with the attitude that, it's cold, it's this and that, it's against a championship team, they're dogged, they're going to kick lumps out. I don't want to be here. Because at the end of the day, they've only themselves to blame, nobody else.
I think, to be fair, the attitude wasn't even bad, I didn't think. I just thought we were wasteful. That's the problem. I didn't think it was bad. Yes, in spells it possibly could have been better, but I don't think it was bad at all. I think it was just that we were wasteful. And I think you look at Bale. I just want to talk a bit about Gareth Bale because that's his best performance for us so far. That's the best we've seen, and he got a goal. And what we saw from him, he had energy and he was looking to take on men. You know what I mean? He was looking to take on with the Wycombe players. And that's, yes, it is against Wycombe, but we haven't seen that from him at all yet. And to see that yesterday was sort of a breath of fresh air in a way. And I'm hoping that when he gets another chance, potentially against Brighton, probably not against Liverpool, but potentially against Brighton, if he can do that again the next time he gets a chance, and I think he could start building some momentum going and we could start to see him offer something than why we got him back on loan. Because even 10% of the Bale we got last time will still do a job for us in some way. He'll still contribute. So hopefully we can get something out of him. And based on yesterday, I hope he completed 90 minutes as well. So it shows his fitness is probably getting better. So look, hopefully it's only looking up from here for Gareth Bale. Hopefully he can just improve on this and just keep getting better and hopefully get somewhere with this. But yeah, he was great. I thought other players, Winks, as I said, look, he was good. We have to give credit where credit's due. He was good, and I'm happy about that because at the end of the day, I don't want players to play bad. I'm just saying that, look, with Winks, I'm not going to get carried away with it as I do because, look, with all due respect to Wycombe, it is against Wycombe, but I'm not going to get carried away, but I will give credit where credit's due. He was good, and fair play to him. Got the goal, an important goal for us, so fair play. You look at other players in there, as I said, Vinicius is another one that I wasn't impressed with. I thought it was one of his worst games. I think he just technically didn't look there yesterday. You know what I mean? I just didn't think he had the technical side of things. You look at like Lamella. I thought, to be fair to Lamella, I actually thought he was all right. I thought he actually got into some decent positions and he had a couple of chances, forced the keeper out of a good save. What I noticed with Lamella is he didn't actually hold on to the ball for too long yesterday. He actually didn't. He actually passed it more, and I was surprised about that. He didn't hold on to the ball for ages. He might have. He probably did at one stage, which I just didn't notice now. But look, I thought he did less of that yesterday. I'll be completely honest. So yeah, look, some good performances in there, some not so good performances. But look, at the end of the day, we just needed to get the job done to just get through to the next round. And yeah, look, we did get the job done 4-1 in the end. So yeah, happy days for us. And we move on to that big one against Liverpool on Thursday.
Yeah, I can't wait for that. Just on the Gareth Bale, Charlie. I seen the comment there. Sorry, I can't see where it is. Would we keep him for another year? Look, for me, I'm actually hoping Gareth Bale kicks on after yesterday's performance. I'm hoping that it's giving him the passion and the hunger and the desire, which is most important, to kind of get back playing football at the top level and not just kind of going places for a paycheck and his career fizzling out. And for me, look, if we can get him fit and we can get him off the bench or even starting a couple of games here and there and he chips in with a few goals and assists, for me, it's a loan deal that would have worked out. And to be honest, I would take him for another year if that is the case. I really would. But look, for me, it all comes down to Gareth. It's up to Gareth now on what he wants to do. It really is. We have Eunice here. Big up Eunice. Harry Winks seems to be hungry for it. He wants to improve and prove to Jose. He deserves to be starting, in my opinion. Look, Eunice, all I'm going to say is if we're judging Harry Winks off a game against Wycombe and saying that he's hungry for it and that he's trying to prove to Jose he wants to get in the Spurs team, well, I'm sorry, us as a club have no ambition. It's an FA Cup 4th round against Wycombe. At the end of the day, them players out there should have been good enough to deal with that, and we shouldn't have had to brought on the likes of Endon Baller, Højbjerg in the middle, Kane. Do you know what I mean? The reason why we brought on Højbjerg is because Winks was pulling out challenges. Look, we can't be judging Harry Winks. We can't be sitting here saying he looks up and he wants.
What I will say, David, I agree with you. But what I will say is to say to everyone, don't get carried away. I'm not getting carried away with this. Just be humble. You know what I mean? Just be humble about it. Don't get carried away with it because I've seen the Winks fanboys and everything. They're getting so carried away. I'm just like, hold on, calm down. Yes, he did play well. Yes, he probably deserved to get man of the match. I agree. I think it was a good game and it was definitely a step that he needed to take in the right direction.
Definitely the right direction,
Don't get carried away with it. Just give him time. Give the guy time to just maybe try and improve on a regular basis. You know what I mean? Just don't get carried away with it. That's how I see it. Just
I agree with not getting carried away, but how much time do we have to give someone?
I know, sorry,
I agree. Yesterday is a platform to build on. I agree.
I will rephrase that. I mean, what I mean is like, don't get carried away and just sort of think that he's there. Because look, what I'm trying to say is there is a possibility he could improve. There is that obviously it's unlikely, but there is that possibility there. There's always a possibility. Like we saw, look at Ndombele last year. That's what I'm saying. There's a possibility there. Whether it's likely or not is another thing. But I'm saying that these fans getting carried away, just take it easy. Don't get carried away. Don't get carried away with Winks. Look, yes, I'm happy. I'm happy he played well. I am. I'm really happy he played well. But just don't get carried away. Just don't go over the moon. You know what I mean? Don't start dissing people like me and David that have given him criticism. Don't do that. Just just keep your opinion to yourself and don't get carried away. That's all I'm saying. Yes, celebrate it. Yes, that's fine. Just all I'm saying is, I know I'm repeating myself, but just don't get so overexcited about it. Just keep humble. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. Look, I agree with you. It's a step in the right direction. He got man of the match and he scored a goal. But look, the goalkeeper, where was he for that goal? Let's be honest, right? So he got lucky. The keeper's position was all over the shop. Yeah, he had a good game. I agree. But like that, we can't be getting carried away. And the Winks fanboys, I definitely do not be sitting there calling for him to start against Liverpool. If he starts against Liverpool, we're going to be absolutely eaten alive. It's as simple as that. Look, for me, I am going to give Winks a chance, but like, there's only so many chances you can keep giving guys before they keep letting it down.
The thing is, even like, I don't think he should start against Liverpool either, because we need more physicality in that game. That's where you go, Sissoko, Højbjerg, and Ndombele. You need more physicality. So for that reason, no, I don't think Winks should start against Liverpool because of that physicality. Because we need the physicality.
And you were saying, like, you know, look at Ndombele, but the thing is with Ndombele only needed like a season. Harry Winks has had like 8 seasons at the club already.
Oh yeah,
do you know
you're right.
That's the difference. But look, do you know, it was a great win. It was a great win, which is exactly what we wanted, Charlie. We're through to the next round. The win is all that matters. It doesn't matter how you do it. Look, obviously we scored 3 in the last 10 minutes. It kind of glossed over the result. But to be honest with you,
we were so dominant. We surely deserved to get at least a couple of goals. You know what I mean? We were so dominant. We were just a bit wasteful yesterday.
Yeah, 100%, and I agree with you. Like the thing is, look, we made the game harder than what it needs to be. Let's be realistic about it. There was no need to make it that hard. I think the actual showing by the players that were starting was very poor. It looked like, to be honest with you, that they didn't want to be there. And thank God Garrett was on his best up there. Yeah, well, not at his best, but looking close to his best, because I firmly believe he carried us in the first half going forward. I really do. So, in a way, look, to be honest, even when they scored, I was never in doubt. I always knew we were going to win. Like, even when it was 1-1 going into the last 10 minutes, I watched the City game against Cheltenham. Do you know what I mean? These teams do tire the last few minutes, and the gaps start to appear, and you get the goals. So, you know, happy days. And I just want to say congratulations to the Wycombe fullback, lifelong Tottenham fan. He got to live out his dream there yesterday playing against Tottenham.
Oh yeah,
fair play.
He has posters on his wall, apparently. That's what the commentator said. Yeah. You love to see it. Fair play. Do you know what I mean? It's something we'd all love to do. But look, I think we're going to end it there, because I have to upload Matty Hayes' Tottenham story there at 6 o'clock. So look, make sure as soon as it's up, you get over and check it out. It's great. We do have Charlie here. We have Charlie. He's already done one as well. That will be coming soon. And also, me and Charlie will be doing a Premier League prediction show every Friday, where we predict the scores and the outcomes of the games over the weekend. We'll talk a little bit on them. So make sure you stay looking out for that, and make sure you get in. Give us plenty of likes on it. Give us your thoughts on games. And look, we're going to sit back. We're going to relax, and we're going to watch Banter FC lose tonight to Southampton. It's going to be a great night to chill out, grab a beer. And also, I wouldn't mind West Ham losing either to Palace. I wouldn't mind that either. So,
yeah, that would be nice. That would be nice. I agree, Charlie. But look, thanks everyone for tuning in. It's great. I promise to be bringing you a lot more live streams where we can do a lot more interactions and stuff like that. I will be doing a live Q&A, so that is in the plan. So if you want to get your questions in, anything you want to ask me, make sure you look out for that and get them in. But look, until then, in Joseph we trust. Come on, you Spurs.
Come on, you Spurs.
Marching on to the 5th round. Spurs
on to Liverpool Thursday. Come on, let's go.